Good evening, gamers. I'm Nicholas Marsland.
And I'm Jimmer.
And today, we're talking about the future of PlayStation. Alright guys, so I have a special guest with me today. We have Jammer, which who you know him as. I know him as Mickey. You know, introduce yourself, man.
Jammer, Mickey, whatever you want to call me anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm still the same person.
So today, we're talking about Project Morpheus and the future of PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation Vita, of course. Alright, let's talk about the Project Morpheus. What do you think about that?
They're shooting to release it in 2016. So that's really close. That's just about basically a year.
1 year from now.
Yeah, that's really closer than you really think, honestly.
So a lot of people say it's cool, but it's pretty big. It's pretty eye-soaring, and you have to have it connected to a PC at all times, or in this case, connected to a PlayStation 4.
I thought it was to like a TV. So you have to have a. Oh, okay. You have to have it to your play. Okay.
It's got to have some wireless going on with it because it can't be a wire. Nobody's gonna buy this thing if it's a wire. When it comes down to it, you're strapping a screen to your face, and then you know your head is the R stick.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't see virtual reality like that. You still need a controller. You still need a controller.
Oh,
and doesn't it just
use the move controls for the PlayStation?
Right.
Morpheus.
You're gonna need a move controller.
That adds a little bit more futuristic to it, but.
But this brings us right back to Connect with motion technology. And how did that go? How did that work out?
Yeah, that wasn't too good. Mainly because it was hard to track hands as much. That's why PlayStation Move will probably be a lot better than it can probably do a lot better than Oculus.
So here's my prediction for Project Morpheus. You ready? The first edition of Project Morpheus, is it gonna sell well? What do you think?
Okay.
It's not gonna sell well.
A little. That also depends on the price.
It does depend on price, yes.
$70, probably not buying it. $60, I'll think about it. If it's good, I'll buy it.
Oh, really? So if you think it's $70, you're not gonna buy it?
Probably not. If it's anything above 70 even.
It's way. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be above $70.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like $100. That's why I'll have to
$100.
See how it is first before I even think about buying it. I think virtual reality in general is not gonna be very popular. It's gonna sort of be like Move and Connect. It's gonna be hyped, overhyped by like all these things. Developers, people are gonna get it, gonna try it out, and they're like, okay, it's not all that great. And then I feel like down the road in the future, whenever they finally figure out how to do like virtual reality, it'll be amazing. But for now, I just don't think we're in the era for virtual reality yet.
It's a niche market. What kind of games are gonna work with this thing?
I also think, now thinking about it, maybe it's all about progression, you know. So maybe they're just trying to take baby steps to get to that point. This is the first step. So, you know what? I mean, it might as well try, I guess. And then they're putting it out to consumers so you can see where they're at, basically. You can see their progression so far. Yeah,
and I hope that Sony realizes that there is a niche market for this. It's a very small market. Not everybody wants these things. Not everybody heard about Project Morpheus, and not everybody's gonna buy Project Morpheus, and that they don't push it too hard. What do you think about Morpheus working with Vita? Is there any chances for that?
Well, if it has something to do with the PS4, which it does, there is a slight possibility. But then you gotta think of how would you control it, you know?
You snap it to your face, and then the Vita would be the screen. It's cumbersome, man. I really don't think it's gonna quite work out for Vita unless it's like a Bluetooth type thing, where if it's the final edition is Bluetooth and you can Bluetooth it to your Vita and then you can play that way. And even then, when you blow up Vita games, you see pixels all around. Imagine the pixels right in your face.
Yeah, seriously. If anything, they have to make like a new handheld that kind of is for virtual reality. Yeah, or Vita 1.5 or something like that. They just make it so all it does is virtual reality or something like that. I don't know.
Vita 3000 coming to you 2017.
You heard it here first, guys. So now that we're on the topic of Vita, why don't we just move on to this next topic at hand?
Vita in the future.
Obviously, we have the big intake of indie games. So that's what we have right now for the Vita. And it's looking like, okay, let's go on to my prediction. It's looking like it's gonna stay this way. I'm predicting that in the rest of the Vita's life, until it dies, it's just gonna be indie games, multiple indie games coming to Vita and PS4, and then we'll have that occasional, maybe 1 or 2 AAA games throughout the year.
So you're calling it the Indie Station Vita?
Yes, that's what I'm calling it.
The ISV. You heard it here first from Jammer. Now here's my prediction for Vita. People are going to be mad at me for this one.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Resident Evil Revelations 2. Now we're seeing it being released in episodes. There's a very big chance of it not even coming out for PlayStation Vita. But if it does come out for PlayStation Vita at all, it's going to come out after every single episode comes out for consoles.
Go ahead and start raging at them in the comments. They have no sign of like talking about the Vita version at all. And so I honestly believe you on these predictions. So
and it's unfortunate. It's not being made by Capcom. Some people believe it's being made by Capcom. It is not being made by Capcom. It's being made by a third-party developer that we haven't even heard who it is. How long has it been from this announcement? And they still haven't told us any information. They haven't told us the studio. I think they don't even have a studio. I think it's an idea.
That's what they're looking for one. Yeah, they're looking for one.
They're looking for one.
That makes sense. Maybe that makes a lot of sense. That could be true. You might have just made the greatest prediction of 2015.
We got the whole BioShock Vita thing going on all over again. Now, we did predictions last year on our channels separately. My prediction was that the PlayStation Vita would have a bountiful amount of AAA games, AAA developers would start to jump on the wagon of PlayStation Vita. Most notably, Rockstar would be on board, and we'll have an Infamous game. So those were my predictions last year. None of them came true. We're seeing some stuff at Rockstar, but nothing official.
It was like a 6-minute long video all about theories of why the Vita might make a comeback in 2014. And as you can see, we had like, what, 3-4 AAA games. Obviously, the Vita make a comeback. I'm pretty sure it's lower than it was in the beginning of 2014, where it is right now. So, I was obviously wrong.
So wrong, Chandler.
So wrong.
So wrong.
So wrong.
So we were both wrong. And in this show, I don't know if you've seen the last episode, Chandler.
I saw it.
You saw it. We punish each other when we do stuff wrong, and our predictions were dead wrong, both of us, so we both lost. Is there snow outside your house?
There is snow outside my house.
Good. We're calling this the Ice Snow Challenge. I want you to take your camera, and I want you to jump inside of a pile of snow.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go ahead and get some ice, put it inside of a bucket of water, and I'm going to dip myself in it. I have a big pool in the backyard. Decently sized pool. Right now, it's pretty cold. I'm going to throw some ice in there and jump in it.
Oh, okay.
I hate this show.
Let's go outside, shall we? Oh my God. Should I keep this on? Now I'm taking it off. 34 degrees. I'm just going to start rolling around in it.
If you live in Florida, then you know how cold it's been lately. Oh my, why is it so cold? All right, anyway, I'm gonna jump in. Here we go. Okay, I gotta make myself fall because I'm not gonna go behind. Okay, so fall in there. No, wait, no, please. That was horrible. I don't know about
I can't even imagine about how you feel. For me, it wasn't all that bad because it's been so cold these past few days. So I'm kind of getting
it wasn't all that bad.
I had fun rolling around in it.
As a Floridian, or somebody from Florida, whatever we say over
Floridian.
there, we don't like the cold, man.
I know
that sucked. I should have said, sit your ass in a hot box or something. Kidding me? If you like the video, like, rate, and comment down below.
We told you our thoughts, now we want to hear yours.
Yeah,